Hello guys, Adam here from Not Toys Action Figures, bringing you another Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Charge review. We've already done red, we have already done gold, and today we are going to be doing Dino Charge Black. And yeah, this figure is, I think it's the only figure that I've ever seen where the background is like matches the color of the figure itself. Like the other ones have always had white on. I know they did a couple of boxes like special art ones. I don't think this one is a special art one. I think this is again like one of the early Lightning collection figures where they were like, oh, let's just try something out and see what happens. But yeah, it's a really nice box. Looks very different on the shelf because it is all black. But I'm really excited to get this guy out because I think he has such a cool and interesting character design. Oops, sorry, Red Ranger. Just like the other Rangers do in this team. So why not get him out of the box? And we are back with the Dino Charge Black Ranger in his first stance. And I thought I'd just go for something simple just because, it's one thing we didn't get with the Gold Ranger in the last episode. He didn't get his gun, so I thought I'd just put black up there with his pistol. I was reading up a little bit about this guy. It turns out, at least in the US, the Black Dino Charge Ranger was a Target exclusive. So I'm thinking that's why the box art is kind of unique. Because I know Target also did stuff with one of the other waves, like the wave with the cogs. And I can't remember who else was in that wave, but they had, I think it was Dino Fury Red. They had really cool artwork on there. I think they did it with the Green Ranger at some point as well, and the White Ranger. They all had like unique artwork. So yeah, I think that's why he also has kind of unique art, but it's not like completely unique. I don't know how it was in the UK because I bought this in the UK, so I don't know if they also was some kind of exclusivity with some supplier there. I doubt it. I don't think they ever really do any exclusivity. I know Zavi used to have it, at least in Europe, but now Zavi doesn't even sell Lightning Collection anymore. So I guess that deal fell through since Hasbro introduced Hasbro Pulse to Europe. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting again, like going back and seeing the Lightning Collection history. Like I said, I started collecting, I think, in 2021. So this came out in July 2020. So this kind of part of the history I missed. And as you know, these Dino Charge Rangers came out quite early on in the Lightning Collection. So I'm kind of going back and getting to experience them. And I'm glad I am because they're like I've said in the previous videos, they are gorgeous looking figures. They have awesome costume designs. They have awesome detail. Again, a bit like with the Gold Ranger, there are some things that have definitely slipped. You can see here on the hands, for example. This guy doesn't have silver-plated hands like the Red Ranger does, and neither did the Gold Ranger. And there's things that maybe just didn't improve either. Like it's the same gun as the Red Ranger had, and in my review I said the gun feels very toy-like. Same with the sword; it's very light and plasticky. But otherwise, this is I really love this design. It's such a cool dinosaur design as well, and how they've managed to incorporate it into the helmet is awesome. So let's put him in another pose. And up on the pedestal here is Chase with his weapons out. I decided to just put him up here so you can see his effect piece and also the other weapons he has. Like I said, exactly the same as the Dino Charge Red Ranger. He comes with this kind of sword and blaster, and this time he has this blast effect. I don't know if I've seen this blast effect before. I thought it was the same one that we got with Zeo Green, but it is actually unique to these weapons. It has two holes in it that fit specifically on these guns, so it's kind of cool that they got their own effect. But yeah, I mean that's the only thing I would say so far with these Rangers is that it would be cool if they got that. I'm pretty sure they all have like a unique weapon. Like I know Dino Charge Pink comes with her own unique weapon, and I guess early on in the days they didn't include them with these guys. They just gave them these two kind of standardized weapons, which is a little bit of a shame. It would have been cool to give them something just to make them just distinguish them a little bit. But yeah, I mean that's Power Rangers, right? Like everyone has. It's a lot of the same stuff. It's the same suit, just a different helmet with the same weapons, and of course they have their unique weapons. But it would have been cool to see it. Let's put him in another pose. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go over. I want to look at his detail because I really love the detail on these figures. So let's have a look at that next. Okay, then. So let's have another look at Chase. Like we did with the Gold Ranger, I'm not going to go over too much of his articulation because, yeah, it's the same body that we already know. And also, to be fair, a lot of the detail is the same. But as the Red Ranger, obviously, because it's more or less the same figure or the same character. But I just wanted to look at his paintwork and also his helmet, because the helmet is very, very cool. In the show, he is the Parasaur Power Ranger. I don't know if that is actually this dinosaur's name, a Parasaur. I'd have to double check. But yeah, I love, again, how they managed to kind of incorporate it into the helmet. The Red Ranger is very obviously a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You can see here the mouth open and everything. Very cool idea, very cool design. Here as well, again, very clearly whatever this dinosaur is, a Parasaur, with the fin going back, the red eyes, the kind of mouth being not so, you can still see like it's an open mouth, but it's not like it's vicious. You can tell it's not a carnivore. It just looks really well. And obviously Black Rangers, in my opinion, always look great. There's just something about the black that just makes them look cool, very ninja-like. And then, yeah, obviously you have the yellow here that contrasts really, really well with the black. So this is a great-looking figure, great-looking design. Yeah, and like I said, it fits well with the team. And this team in general, I think, is really, really awesome. And again, it kind of mixes in that the thing that we said with the Gold Ranger. Like, it feels very like new and modern, but I love that, like, this silver here, it kind of feels almost like chainmail again, like kind of throwing back to the knight theme of Sir Ivan, and kind of showing where these guys came from. They came from these 13th century knights or whatever, and this is like the modern version. And yeah, it's just a cool looking figure. So again, we get up close, we can look at a bit of his articulation. He looks to the side, he looks to the side, he looks down quite far, he looks up quite far. We have the nice shoulder pad, again, what we saw with the Red Ranger. Here on his chest and stomach, again, really nicely painted detail. Not a single, or maybe a little bit there, but not really. Like, it just impresses me how they managed to get the paint so accurate on here, and especially going around onto the back where it's again cut here so that when he moves, it doesn't break up this pattern too much. Like, you can kind of twist it like this and put him into some poses, and it doesn't break up the pattern too much. I don't know really why you would want him in a pose like that, to be honest, but it's nice that they added this little bit of detail to try and, yeah, make it as streamlined as possible. Again, we go down to his belt, and we have the shape on. Again, I still don't know what this shape is supposed to be. Like, I imagine it's some kind of key or something that they put in their Zords or whatever. If you know, let me know in the comments. It's just a very plain silver belt. And this one, yeah, the Red Ranger has it. It's on the outside yellow, then black, and then silver. He has obviously yellow, silver, black, and then the Gold Ranger has blue, black, and gold. So if the different colors mean anything, let me know. Like we said before, the hands here, they don't have the silver on the back. So yeah, again, this is one of these inconsistencies of Hasbro, where they like to do this, where some hands get it, some hands don't. So far, out of the 3 Rangers, only the Red Ranger has it with silver on the back. Go down to the legs. The legs are just the same as always. Then we go down to the shoes. Nice silver there. And we have the shoes. And obviously, he has black soles because he is a Black Ranger. But yeah, so just a little bit of his detail. Let's put him in another pose. Then I decided to do something a little bit different. So I put all the civilian heads on because for the Gold Ranger, I actually forgot to put his head on. And if you go back, maybe I'll link it in the bottom of the in the bottom of the description. But if you go back and watch my Dino Fury Red Ranger review, I accidentally broke the head off the Red Ranger whilst I was doing the review. So I'm always a little bit scared to actually switch the heads. But these guys, I don't know, they just look so good. They look so uniform. I actually forgot to put Sir Ivan's head, or at least his helmet, under his arm, so we'll put it next to him. They look so uniform that yeah, I just had to do it because they look great. And Yeah, I mean, I still have green to do. I still have pink, and I need to buy blue. But I really love that this team has a lot of different colors and a lot of different characters in it. And it's a shame, that we're probably not going to see any more of the Dino Charge team, at least for a long time. So yeah, but it would be awesome to have all of them all on one table, all stood like this, all looking great, just looking, yeah, all part of one big team. Would have been awesome. There are some things, yeah, like I think maybe they could improve. Like I said, it would be really cool to give them their specific weapons, and maybe if the Lightning Collection continues, maybe down the line they do something like they did with Zeo Blue and added his Tongas in with another figure, so that you can fill out the team. So if there is more Dino Charge, maybe you get the unique weapons there, because the weapons are very cool. Like if you watched my Gold Ranger review, so Ivan's sword is pretty awesome. It opens up and it really fits his theme, and yeah, it would be cool to see that with the other Rangers too. So let's put them all in one more pose, and yeah, see how they look together in a battle mode. Sheesh, how good do these guys look together? They just look great. Like, there's something about Power Rangers poses and not having them all have weapons. Like, just these stances, kind of very kung fu, karate, martial arts stance, and then just having the Gold Ranger there in the middle with the sword looks pretty awesome. It just gets me more hyped to open up more Dino Charge figures because they look great. And yeah, I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below which one you've enjoyed the most. I think all three are fantastic. I think the gold does stand out a little bit to me because, like I said in his review, he does look different but kind of the same, and just something about that gold and blue. There's always gold with Power Rangers, right? It just stands out. But yeah, these guys look awesome. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you'd like to see me review next, because I have more Dino Charge. I have green and pink. I'm thinking of maybe taking a break though from Dino Charge and maybe opening up something else, maybe going to Zeo or to some of the Ninja Rangers, because I still have a lot of those that I haven't completely opened up. But yeah, these guys look fantastic. Looking forward to opening up more. Lightning Collection as always. And until then, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.